Morris, who's their small ball 5, starting at the 3. So that's interesting. We haven't seen a team start this big against the Lakers so far this season.
Well, it's coming and seeing which team
is missed, and Zoo's got the rebound. Last time we saw LeBron, he scored 33 points against Detroit. In fact, LeBron has scored 30 in 3 straight games, at least 30 in 3 straight games. Stu mentioned it, Paul George coming off of a rest day. He's going to fire it up, the long 3, rebound, Dwight not there. Serge has got it away from him. Morris to Zubac, that's good ball movement to Ibaka, and that's what he's done the last few years, expanded his game and stretched the floor.
Well, that's what everybody's trying to do these days with the tensions that the three-point shot has gotten.
Now the Clippers defensively pretty sound all year, except for the last 2 games. AD top of the key, and the Lakers are on the board.
Nice little brush screen. Serge had to help to make sure that TNT didn't turn the corner, and that frees up AD.
Mentioned the Clippers gave up 123 and then 124 in their last game. Morris, nothing but net. Of course, that's Keith's younger brother, 7 minutes younger than Markieff Morris, who won a championship with this Lakers squad. LeBron behind the back to AD. 4th in dunks in the NBA. He's just documented his points in the paint. Russell Westbrook, little move, trying to work on PG-13 and rattling it in. Well off target. And it's 6-4. Both teams struggling out of the gate. Shooting wise, good pass to Zoo, and he puts it up and in from about 3 feet straight away.
Nice find by Reggie Jackson. He looked like he was in.
The other day, I said sometimes you got to give him a little kick in the rear, and that's exactly what he did. Here's Dwight. Where would they have been without the big guy the other night? Basically told the story. That's how good he was. Stolen away again. Lee trying to get to LeBron. What a tap by Dwight! Taps it to LeBron.
You have to scratch.
Well, Russ on a roll. I think you use that term exactly. 6 straight 20-point games. At least 9 field goals made in 5 of the last 6. But the Clippers come out of the timeout and knock it down with Mr. October.
Nice play call.
Difference maker, huh?
Oh, he was definitely a difference maker.
3 out of the last 4 games, in fact. He's really scored the basketball well. Save for still near the bottom of the league, but for the last 7 games, averaging below 14 a contest.
Lakers find themselves already down by 5 as Paul George makes it 7.
Yeah, this is a team, the Clippers,
Position to cover which direction Paul wanted to go, so he had to settle.
Paul George used to wear number 24, changed it to 13 for marketing purposes. Just thought PG-13 would roll off the tongue better, and it certainly does. There's the king. Corner 3. But he misses, so the Clippers right now shooting below 40%. Lakers just over 40. THT, reverse layup is good.
That's more like THT.
But he's 0 for 6 from 3 over his last 2. That's going to change quickly. So the other night in their last game, Paul George again goes into a nice little dribbling exhibition, puts AD on his wallet and scores.
Good handles by Paul George. They're nice, and they're always under control. You never see him at a speed where he doesn't have control of his body.
Westbrook attacks the rim.
They're really good, and as a result, they got a nice victory.
Clippers with control of it. Man, not a Kennard. More bench minutes than anybody in the league. Luke Kennard. Wayne Ellington in for the Lakers. So the Lakers have Westbrook, Melo, Ellington, that guy right there, Dwight Howard, and Malik Monk.
He got great low position, but he jumped almost away from the basket instead of firing it up and trying to get the foul as well.
Hartenstein. Here's Terrence Mann again with Carmelo. Monk. Anthony leans into that one. 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. First of 4 meetings between these 2 teams.
Both teams really struggling from the field. The difference in the scores, the Clips have made 3 from three-point land.
Hartenstein rolls it in. Yeah, that is the difference. It's been such an up and down, a roller coaster, a yo-yo season. Any way you want to put it for the Clippers. Just can't really get a handle on how good they are. Obviously, they're missing their best player. We don't know when he'll be back. They're also without Nick Batum, by the way.
Illegal screen by Dwight Howard. The Lakers already down by 7. Turn it over and give the ball back to the Clippers. All of a sudden, the Lakers have 5 turnovers.
Stu, what did Dwight do particularly well the other night that really impressed you in his 35-plus minutes?
He did a great job of attacking the glass. He protected the rim on the other end. Communications were good. And, you know, when your role is just that, you don't have to score to do your job, and that's what he did.
Most minutes he's played since 2018. Kennard, now to Hartenstein playing the high post, trying to get a leg up on Dwight Howard. It's going to be a scramble, and the Lakers take control of it. Not a good play by Boston. And the Lakers come up with it.
He'd already gone a game or so without making one from behind the arc.
Yep, 0 for the last 2 games. Makes his first try here tonight. Bledsoe in his second stint of duty with the Clippers. By the way, his scoring has gone down every year the last 6-7 years. That's Kennard. Does just about everything in his world right-handed except shoot the basketball. Westbrook got it! 2 in a row from downtown for the Lake Show.
They hadn't made one. He's in 2 trips in a row. They get a triple.
About half a minute to go in the quarter. Tapped once, taken now by the Lakers. They're down by 3. Shot clock is off, so Russ eyes it, knows it, slows it up. Lakers have won 3 out of 4. Their last home game here was that victory over the Pistons. Russ all the way, and he gets fouled. They had a foul to give, so it'll be ball out of bounds.
And that's why it's so important to know the foul situation when you're on the opposite end of the foul to give, so that, you know, maybe from your bench you have a call. You call out blue, which means go quick, fake like you're going, because they're going to take the foul. It gives you more time on the back end to execute your play.
And the back end is 5 seconds. Count it, foul. Back, and this is against a Clipper team that usually starts slowly. They're a very good second and third quarter team. We're going to see Austin Reeves.
If he remembers to take his mask off.
Yeah, he's still got his mask on. He's
there he is.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
And just try to throw it to the side.
Better to forget to take it off than to forget to put it on.
He could play with it on, couldn't he? I mean,
of course
yeah,
he could.
Of course he could, but that would probably inhibit his play just a tad.
Not for 3.8 seconds, it wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right. Carmelo averaging just under 12 points over the last few games. Kept it alive, Monk. Oh, that would have counted.